But some other fun things about the salon. Their favorite food is Ixie Grubs. Ixie Grubs are, they absolutely love and adore them. Why is my strength doubled? Odd. I feel like that's a bug. I don't know why I still have doubled strength.
Your tits up, mate. Slap those asses' ears on your ass's noggin.
Oh, such a shame. I'd already pictured you in those ears. Quite the interesting picture, too.
I know of other ways to look interesting. I could show you.
I'll think about it.
Time to drink! We are at a wedding!
Aye, let's drink. My time's as short as you are, friends.
To the Witcher and his betrothed.
Hear that, Shani? My betrothed. Know what that means?
No. What?
It means we should act as befits the betrothed.
And what's that mean?
I woo you, you resist. But it all ends as everyone knows it must.
What is this, a Shakespearean plague?
The merriment.
Plague? Play?
Good showing indeed. Let's continue the ball. Quite the lark, this Gwent. Onward to the next diversion.
Okay, it's 10 p.m. Let's go ahead and go talk to Master Mirror, just in case. I suspect what he's doing will take like 1 or 2 hours.
That gingerbread's now but flour, honey, eggs, and spices.
I beg to differ, madame. You omit the most important ingredient in gingerbread. Time.
What sort of balderdash is he feeding them?
Quiet. If you listen, you'll learn.
Time? What do you mean, time? An ingredient?
Time gives the proper consistency. Time provides that ideal crunch on the outside, the delicious moistness within.
So how much of this time does it take?
That you will not find in any recipe. You must surrender to your senses. Let them lead you so close to time, you touch it. Let you sniff it, stroke it even. Time. Time is the key.
Gunter, are you talking about cooking or something else?
Greetings, Shani. I must introduce myself. Gaunter Odin. My, what a lovely dress. The color suits you exquisitely.
Thanks. I've heard a lot about you, but no one mentioned cooking. Seem to know quite a bit about gingerbread.
Quite simply, I know a lot about everything.
Is that so? What do you know about me?
That you were ever the worst brother, that you envied Olgierd from your earliest days, and always wished to be just like him.
Woo! Woo! He came out swinging.
Wait, you can see me? That is, me, Vladimir von Everek?
Of course. Why ever wouldn't I?
Because I'm in Geralt's body, the Witcher's, and...
Just who would I be if the true nature of things remained hidden from me? Someone like you, meaning no one.
I wouldn't want to get blood on my damsel's dress, but insult me once more and...
You shan't touch me. I know you'd very much like to act like your brother in this situation, demonstrate how manly you are, but let's be honest, nothing will come of it. You're simply not him, no matter how much you wish you were.
Why is he being an absolute turd right now? He wants us to succeed at this. Why is he making this hard? Oh, what I was gonna say, Sloan's favorite meal or like delicacy are either blue bottles or Ixie Grubs. If they want a little extra magical oomph, you go for Ixie Grubs. If you just want a snack, you go for blue bottles. Fun fact. How often does Sloan butt heads with each other on topics? A lot. A lot. It is very, very frequent that Sloan are having arguments about the Great Plan. And having like different conversations about how to interpret like a certain prophecy or what the true meaning of a certain plaque is, or like going through like deliberating what role something has to play in the great plan, or if something that they bear witness to has a significant meaning and is what the old ones were referring to, or if the plaques are still accurate, because if chaos has caused enough damage to the great plan to make certain alignments or concerns like irrelevant. They argue frequently. It very rarely gets to the point where they're like angrily arguing, but that has happened a few times.
Rubbish. I never envied my brother.
Of course you did. He was a shining role model. Olgierd ran faster, shot truer, lifted greater weights. Olgierd learned to read first, although you tried your damnedest to beat him. As you grew up, he had his pick of girls, whereas you made do with the leftovers.
I apologize, Shani. I'm rather sorry you have to hear this.
Stop fooling yourself. Shani isn't here for you. She's here for Geralt. Even after death, you still play the pale imitation. Oh, by the way, Olgierd's a much better dancer.
You lying dog. That's my brother. I loved him.
The question is, were you as dear to him as he seems to have been to you?
He made a hero of me in death. In my last battle, in truth, I was far from valiant. 5 came at me. I'll not deny it. I fled. I hid in a cellar, yet they found me. Cornered me like a rat. But Olgierd told everyone I flew at all 5. Took them on all at once. Alone.
I'm rather curious how you know all this.
Olgierd visits my grave. Often. Pours a drink for me. Gets soused himself. And talks of the old times. He cannot see me, but I hear his every word.
Well, perhaps one day he'll say something very surprising.
What are you getting at?
I shan't disturb you any longer. Have a splendid time, for time is short.
I'm really curious.
I'm sorry,
It's all right. That was... Oh, forget him. We're here to enjoy ourselves, right?
I am really
Let's go.
curious what
next day,
Gaunter's aim there was. Because he wants us to succeed at this.
Not a word of truth.
Don't let it bother you.
Olgierd was not just my brother. More importantly, he was my best mate.
Let it go. I believe you. And now revel on. Time won't wait.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to save and reload because the mouse is stuck on the screen. That's going to bother the shit out of me. Have I ever had an issue where you try to go live and it'll immediately kick you back offline? From OBS? No. The only time I ever try and stream and like it just doesn't work has been due to like things like my bit rate is just not working. Like I need to have like 6,000 bits and it just drops into like 2K and won't recover. And usually it's just because like the internet for some reason is just not going too great, or it's slow for some reason. So I usually just won't stream that day and wait till the next day or wait a few hours and it'll fix itself. But I've never really had issues where I try and go live and it just doesn't work. Yeah, I wanted to go to the lake next. I was thinking about drinking with those women, but it seems like there should be something going on over here. Oh, another lady.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
Rude.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper. I'm at a dance now with 1 foot bared. 'Tis a wedding. I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie, I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
What's all this then?
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never. Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
I gotta help this bro.
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No prize? Not even a kiss?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. But she ain't obliged.
I want to help this guy out.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh, there's more to come.
Oh, he's going all the way. Ah! That woman's eyes.
Prime game. Shawnee, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
This seems like a horrible game. I feel like most shoes wouldn't sink very well, first of all. Second of all, even if you get your shoe back, it's gonna be wet.
Shawnee.
My eyes are glued.
Seems to think the slipping will be easy, don't he?
He talks a big talk. Let's see how big his stroke is.
One's a witcher.
Double entendre.
So what? Witch is famed for shoe fishing skills or something.
There's like a lot of shoes down here. Maybe I can get that one dude's shoes back. Are there any other shoes? I think we got them all.
Damn mucky that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes overtossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous. And clever.
Just figuring that out.
She's pissed. She's
I
so
believe I've
mad
earned a
sounding.
kiss.
Well, find the owners of those shoes. One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shawnee. That was but a jest. I don't give a piffle about the others. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
So I feel like
Extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is on.
Thank you.
man, this is interesting. Like the game is being awfully. Oh, I wanted to help that one guy out.
Swim.
Lad,
Now we must do
Well,
something.
I want to see if I can actually do this. Like my curiosity is genuinely piqued. Can you like find her specific shoe? Because the quest seems to imply that you can get hers specifically. The only reason I got all of them is I wanted to help out that one guy, but he left.
My eyes are glued.
Like this one does not look like hers. This one's hers. Oh my god, the underwater controls. Let me double check this one. I don't even know what that is. Is that a shoe?
Damn mucky that pond. Sank in up to my armpits.
Mucky as it might be, the lake still couldn't keep my shoe from you.
See, my blueberry? Such devotion in a small matter. Now imagine my devotion in matters large.
Something specific in mind?
Why, naturally. Ride off with me, Shani. To Kovir, Povis, Zeracania even. With a maid like you at my side, I could conquer the world.
A lovely plan.
Thank you for the posture check.
I fear they're impossible to realize in just one evening.
Too true. But it's nice to dream. Oh well. Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Now extend.
Apparently
your
Cinderella
second leg
is
and
a
let me
known
slide
fairy tale.
in. That is on.
Yumi Owari, good to see you. Very good win. Thanks for the posture check.
Thank you.
See how quick he come up.
It's 11:59.
Nothing like a good swim. Now we must do something else. Something wild.
Time's up, Ghost Man. Time's up.
I'll leave you for a moment. As a bridesmaid, I need to be by the bride for the cap.
Go on, Shani. I'll manage fine alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this night I've tasted.
Oh,
of
God,
life's
what is he doing?
delights so fiercely, I've decided to make a speech.
Geralt, there's no need.
Sure, crash and burn. Why not?
No need? Why, there's every need. Till now, I'd always considered peasant jollities unworthy of a gentleman. For tell me, who among you would rub shoulders with swineherds if born a noble? I delighted in the beauty of buxom farm wenches, of course, and indeed still do. Given more time, I'd prove this to each and every maiden here. Farm hands are a different story. Never took any note of them. Had one or two groom my mounts. They did this well, but were never worthy of
Damn peasants!
conversation. Nay, not even if you paid me. For one must live by certain principles. Am I right?
They're all like, what are you
This day-
talking about, dude?
This day has changed all. Beneath the muck and dung, a peasant is a man. I understand this, thanks to you. You've still shite all to talk about, but I don't mind anymore. For this, I thank you, and say, you are well loved.
It's almost midnight. Time for the capping.
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, yes, you are. All the maids join in the capping.
You're a maid too, Shani.
The midnight chime has struck.
He's like, wait, I'm not done.
Capping times are come.
They're playing you off, man. They're playing you off.
What thoughts in young hearts prance? What dreams make young blood run? Be they nice, be they vice, of jestily or lordly stance, out they'll come in this hour's dance.
Toast the lovely couple and give them a few weeks, and we'll toast the lovely band with its pale and puffy cheeks. Don't you mind our song? We don't sing to be unkind. We sing so we can empty yet another stein. Bright swan love eternal, bridegroom best beware, or she'll make you a core gold in the coming year.
This is a song.
Thinking a storm upon his brow. Must be second guessing if you get the cow. You'll get the cow, lad, the bull, the calf, the hay. So drink and be merry, 'tis your wedding day. Oh.
Whoever caught the garland shall be next to wed.
He looks very excited. Tick tock, tick tock. Ow. I need to borrow that. Bro. I'm just gonna slice open Geralt's hand real quick so I can write a letter. And I'm done.
That really necessary?
It came rushing back in a torrent. How we caroused at Olgierd's wedding. I couldn't resist. Had to pen a few words. Will you give him the letter?
Yeah.
Thanks. You're a good chap, Witcher. Dull as dirt, but good.
All right, back to your crypt.
A lovely custom. Blushing maids twirling in dance, their hair swirling freely, their bodices undone, their bouncing.
Will you stop?
Did you see it? Shani caught the garland. She'll be next to marry as peasant superstition has it.
Maybe. Doesn't matter. It's past midnight. Time for you to go back to the crypt.
I can't. I'm not finished here.
Is Vladimir's ghost gone?
You see, she asks after me, misses me already.
I'm here, my ever-loving tulip. That kiss as we danced made my head so light. A team of hellish stallions could not tear me away before I receive one more. Or two more. Or as many as you'll give.
You seem to have enjoyed yourself. I'm glad.
A kiss. I knew it would end this way. An end that is but a beginning.
No, it's just an end. It's after midnight. Your time has come.
Ah, we needn't fret such trifles. Death's not come to claw me back, so why not continue our revels?
Seals the deal!
What's Geralt think about that? You gave your word.
Shani, darling, I'm dead. Can't expect too much from a corpse.
Vladimir von Everett, go back whence you came. Please.
He's here.
Stay out of this.
Stop! I beg you, stop!
Get ye hence, or I'll take you with me, and your moldy crypt will look like paradise in comparison. The choice is yours.
Gaunter coming in clutch.
Don't torture him.
I promise he'll not die.
Every time he takes a bite of that apple, it's like horrible agony.
Gods, what is this?
Most terrifying apple on the planet, apparently. Yeah, what did you do?
What did you do to him?
Sent him back whence he came.
I hope you didn't hurt him.
I disposed of a pest. There was no need for you to suffer his cheek any longer. Geralt had finished his task, you see, so...
Yes, I know. As soon as he finishes one task, he needs to rush off to the next.
Who knows? Perhaps this time will be different. I saw you looking at each other, and it just so happens I also know the history you share.
Yeah, you're Gaunter, you nosy bitch.
How?
Shani, darling, would you ask an eagle how it knows how to fly? Regardless, what matters is Vladimir von Everett will bother you no more.
Sure, I could stay just a bit.
I'd like to stay longer, but...
Don't make excuses, Geralt. I'm not angry. A witcher has to ply his trade. Follow his path.
I'm essentially married, I'm sorry.
As for me, well, perhaps I expected too much of this wedding. Got the wrong impression.
Not sure I understand.
Never mind. I should find Aldona. I am her bridesmaid, after all.
Ah, there it is. The face of a man who's failed to understand a woman.
Would you
You
leave?
understand her?
Of course. Women are simple. The problem is that men are hopeless fools. Your friend will now make a show of being hurt, pick her some flowers, or bring her a drink. She'll get over it in a snap.
Rather manage without your advice, thank you.
She cares for you. You have feelings for her. Don't overthink it. Surrender to spontaneous honesty. Nothing more beautiful in human relationships. You needn't end like Aldona and Jonas. Besotted fools bound by a contract they'll never escape. Seize the night. Seize your chance. Enjoy one another. That's it. Have fun.
What are you playing at, Goner? Let's see. Read Shawnee's entry in the character. Find something to cheer her up. Let's see. Let's see. This monster, imagine surprise. Went down one of the dark slimy corridors, ran into Shawnee, an old dear friend. Gerald and I first met the extraordinary woman years earlier. She was just a cultish co-ed, but by the time he had grown to a dignified doctor and fearless. Let's see. Geralt's encounter with Vladimir von Everick reminded him that he and Shawnee once had shared passionate, though passing feelings for each other. He also became aware some remnant of these feelings were still lodged in his heart. At times, fate composes tales so shocking no poet would dare put his name on them for fear his public would mark him as overly outlandish. Such is the case when Geralt and the ghost of Vladimir von Everick shared a body for an evening and accompanied Shawnee to the wedding of Aldona, her friend from the academy. Some might have let this unusual escort interfere with their enjoyment of the evening, but not Shawnee. Looking around at the tasteful wedding decorations, smelling the rich odor of berry-laden rowan, berry-laden rowan. Oh, right. Rowan. Okay. I remember that. Where is it? No. Over by the entrance. Where's it? Where's this damn plant?
Look at this one.
What is that horrible noise?
Rowan. Shawnee mentioned she used to weave the berries into necklaces. Pretty, I guess. Thing is, will it cheer her up?
I believe it will. Pick it.
Fine, I'll pick some. Becoming quite the romantic.
Stop plumbing.
Is Jörn Borskier and Trina is accountant of Vivaldi's bank?
Still here? Thought you had to meet Olgierd.
He's immortal, he can wait.
So rarely. Figured Olgierd could wait till morning. Smile, Shawnee.
You remembered I liked the Rowan.
Remember a lot of things about you. Wedding's still in full swing, but your face, I'd say you were at a funeral. Why so sad?
Sad? Not really. It's just... After I caught the garland, I realized something. The years are flying by, yet all I ever do is study, pump stomachs, and reattach limbs. All alone.
You'll be alright, girl. So, just curious, Tat, are you able to romance her in a playthrough? Is she like a new love interest? Because, I mean, I've gone full Triss this playthrough, so that ship has sailed. But, I don't want to lead her on. This is just for the DLC. I won't. Whatever.
For how long? A day? 2? Don't get me wrong. It's nice, but you come and go. Yet I need someone who'll be there every night when I come home. After a day of bandaging wounds and sewing up guts.
Well, then you need to get out there and meet some people, girl.
Laugh with someone who'll help me forget it all for a moment.
I get it. And yeah, could never be there for you every day.